over his head when he wagered his house. Marlowe laughed. Heathercote picked up the scribbled note Winston had put forth and read it with one brow arched. "Can't wager property, Winslow." The man was already ruddy from drink, and now he turned scarlet. "Can so? Your fellow wagered a horse." "Horses are portable," said Forrester, his Liverpool accent bleeding through. "Houses are not." "Houses are worth more." "Aye, too much more." Heathercote flicked the note back across the table. "Markers." "I haven't got any more markers," muttered the younger man. For a moment, everyone focused in surprised silence on the empty space in front of him. None of them had run out. "Then fold your hand," Forrester told him. "You're out." Winston's chin sat stubbornly. His mate tried to slide some markers toward him, but he angrily shoved them back. "Give me a chance to win it back." "All the more reason to walk away if you've lost them all." Marlowe waved one hand, nearly toppling out of his seat. Mr. Forbes, watching grimly from the corner, came forward. "Forbes, Windermere is done." "Sir Charles," murmured the manager, "perhaps it's time to go." "Not yet." Winston scowled at them all, shaking off his friend's quiet attempts to get him to fold. "Not now, Farley. They got a chance to turn their luck. Why shouldn't I?" "Luck is like the wind," said a new voice. Nicholas Dashwood, the owner of the Vega Club, stepped out of the shadows. "It rarely turns propitiously." Winston stubbornly sank lower in his seat. "I deserve another chance." Heathercote slung his arms over the back of his chair. "Well, West, what say you? Shall we let him stay and wager away everything he's got?" Lounging in his seat, the Marquess of Westmorland looked up in irritation. "Really ought to go, Winsmore." "Wins less, more like," snickered Marlowe. Winston sat up straighter in his seat. "Please, my lord." "Oh, let him ruin himself," muttered Forrester, shuffling his cards restlessly. The Marquess lifted one shoulder. "Damned if I care." "Sir Charles," said Dashwood evenly, "do not wager what you cannot afford to lose." Winston scooped up the scribbled paper and added a line, signing his name with a flourish. "I won't, sir." But he did. Within 4 hands he'd won a bit, and then lost it all, including the deed. Suddenly he did not look so belligerent or so stubborn. He looked young and quite literally green, staring at the winning hand lying on the table. "Should have listened," said the unsympathetic Heathercote. "Should have left." Winston puffed up furiously. "Should have known better than to play with the likes of you." "Didn't you know that before you sat down?" Marlowe's words slurred together. "Stupid bloody fool." "That's my home. And you risked it at loo." Heath made a derisive noise. "Idiot." Winston was the colour of beets. "Don't call me that." Sackville raised one brow. "No, it's not your home any more." He reached out and plucked the scrawled paper from the pile of markers and examined it, although his eyes never quite managed to focus on it. "It appears to be West's." West's friends howled with laughter. "He doesn't need it," cried Winston. He made a convulsive grab for the paper before his lone remaining friend caught his arm. "He's got a dozen houses." "Set it up as a brothel, West," suggested Forrester, "and give all your mates discounted fees." "Free," yelped Marlowe with a wheezing laugh. Winston drew a furious breath, but instead of continuing the fight, he turned and rushed from the room, rather unsteadily. He wrestled with the door and then almost tripped on his way out, causing more howls of laughter from the table. His friend helped him back onto his feet before the door closed on them both. "Who invited him?" asked Heathercote in disdain. "Marlowe." "Bollocks," mumbled Marlowe, putting his head down on the table. "Never did. Was Forrester."